The visa make I enter your heart, oh. No be lie, oh baby, no turning back. Oh my girl, wanna take you to Africa. Yo, what's up? GhPage here. Another. There. Grrr.
They rushed on me, started assaulting me. So they assaulted me, and then I was able to find an escape, and then I ran towards the junction. And this morning, I'm at the East Legon police station, formally lodging my complaints. It wasn't less than 10 motorbikes. They all came to the site with the guys, and when he came, he dropped off himself and walked up to me and asked, "Who is in charge here?"
I went to my office, and I saw that they blocked the way to my office, doing construction. And I asked them, "Who is your boss?" I'm fed up with Ghana because I'm tired. Every negative news is Shatta Wale. Because my Jimmy, you see Shatta Wale, I will forever be a Ghanaian state. I'm telling everybody today, it's too much. I could find them mama so that anything. It's us the citizens. We can't talk. We can't talk.
NAIA in charge of the construction company and Shatta Wale and your enya beef and nothing. So Shatta Wale voice and then money nano or they reply or monenra in him they see our gun has a video say PPM on social media and say me a man for pina kasa eken bika when they bim cry ekase Wale na more 4 billion so when you're quite no man your buy no and then you a full update about and say in charge no edin sembi ababe tudwa achechrin semwe kwan asase mi nyina e fast we esi ye na nsem no wo sha say no kan bibi say omo company no omo nya private work omo gi omo contract every urban roads for her enye say bia ankwankro to be bi say me be me kwan ma me da bi e na omo ye omo adwuma so omo ye ne krogen omo hu ne say omo mo bia problem ensem pina na odi tudwa na nsem no edoso ye pa ansene be kwa akotie ni nsem ne bi no ma me fa seda kese Emma 21st clinic wo ho na to asintini e de fa ostrem kosi na say etwetwen wo je ho ba bia enye dia fa number na e wo screen no so be hu ma tira kwan e wo Ghana ha say ba bia ko na so ekwaje wayaresam Mr. Kingsley e kan sem bi so mo de enye omo first adwuma omo ye ni omo di kan aya kwan bebre ti we e na problem aba ho entie ni nsem ne bi emra.
We are Oswald Investments Limited, fully owned Ghanaian company who has been doing marvelous things in and around this country, and our works are all over to speak for us. We were responsible for the aviation stretch which leads to Adenta with the runabout. We worked on the school junction to Otano stretch. We are currently working on the Nana Krom Santor Road, and recently we just completed the East Legon, from the East Legon tunnel where the East Legon police station is. We just built a newly constructed road across the dam with a tester. And we've been working in and around this country for a long period of time. So our works are out there, and our work in itself has spoken for itself. So we wouldn't actually, it's very, very disheartening to see that people will try to bring down the name of a company as Oswald and its manager and try to drag it in a mud, when I believe that shouldn't be accepted and allowed, considering the kind of effort being put into it as a fully owned Ghanaian company. And so it is with this level of discipline, with this level of attention to detail and adherence to high standards that we apply to every particular project that we find ourselves doing. And the project we're working on yesterday is not an exception. It is with this same level of high standards and discipline that we use to work. So I wish to state very clearly that I don't have any dealings, or the company does not have any dealings with private individuals regarding the execution of the project that we do run. And in this case, what we did yesterday, the project we were working on yesterday. So yesterday, we were working on Shamukwe Avenue, which happens to be in Adringano. This is a project which is supervised by the Department of Urban Roads.
Or in some way, a two journal and or twice so better, quiet and some no a fast a sea, or some of the more site omoye omadwuma se black car bi benu Shatta Wale ne team kwan omode asphalt aguso enwoye no na nipa yi de car no na mu ni bofu gidigidi a enya asem keto ono krampo try so be ka hwe no boys ne se omo to so enye omadwuma na so Shatta Wale anti ase se ne kwan ye kwa ne office ye nyeye enso kwan ba akode da bia no omo ba abaye enya nya asem keto Shatta didi na tem se de papa no ka no yentie no so emra.
So before we got there, his people, I mean his team, some of his guys came to me within the week last week to ask if we could do something about their road. And we emphatically stated that we do not deal privately with individuals concerning public roads. And so whatever the case be, they should lobby through Department of Urban Roads, which is the agency responsible for the project. I made that clear to them. And so they were in the know. So we started Friday and we continued yesterday, which is the 31st of May. And normally what we do, because of the high standards we work with, we always try to enforce high level of safety measures on our side. So we normally put in barricades and we cordon our sites where we do work. And with that, we make room for diversions. We provide diversions so as to make sure that wherever we find ourselves working, we've actually made room for safety and ensure that safety is in place. So just yesterday when we were working, within the hours of 10 a.m. and then 11 a.m., there was this black Land Cruiser, which had no number plate, so I'm assuming it's unregistered, just drove through the barricade. And I think I would want to use this opportunity to actually show where it actually happened. So if you are from American House towards Port Belly, you meet an Allied filling station on your left, just before you get to Port Belly. Just before the Allied station, there is this Presbyterian church on your right. The junction right after the Presbyterian church was where the incident took place yesterday. Just at that junction, between the hours of 10 and 11, he drove into the asphalt. Work was ongoing. He drove into the work we were doing, and he parked on the asphalt, which was freshly laid. And he got out of the car and then came up at the guys to halt work. They should stop the work. Who asked them to go ahead to work when they haven't done his road? So my guys were startled. I mean, my team guys were scared and startled because, it's Shatta Wale. He's been doing this for some time and he's been going scot-free. So everyone was scared. And as the engineer on site and the project manager, I asked them to move the machine and continue the work and disregard whatever he's saying. So the moment I made that statement that continue the work and move the machine, he came at me, verbally assaulting me. He assaulted me verbally and then he walked off whilst his driver still drove on the freshly laid asphalt. This happened between 10 and 11.
Odi way to Jano and Otto so can send me say, Atem no crutchino any physical assault na ebe mu yebubo nani so amasam reading enim nyina honhon we prepra empo ne boys on omo ye adwuma no omo nyina nso mienu prepra ewo ma say de odi asam no akwakodan police force on behwe no maka bi de amano yentie no so emra.
The guy drove off and then Shatta himself walked down to his office. So this happened between the hours of 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. And between 11 a.m. and 12 a.m., this time around, he came back to the site where we were working. And this time around, he came not alone, but then with tags who were riding on motorbikes. Each bike had at least 2 people on a bike. And if I'm not, so I can't pinpoint the exact number, but then it wasn't less than 10 motorbikes. It wasn't less than 10 motorbikes. They all came to the site with the guys. And when he came, he dropped off himself and walked up to me and asked, who is in charge here? And I told him, the boss of the company is not here, but then I'm in charge here. Immediately I made the statement that I'm in charge here. One of the tags he came with asked, he be the one? And he affirmed yes. And the next thing that followed was a slap on my face. They rushed on me, started assaulting me. So they assaulted me and then I was able to find an escape and then I ran towards the junction and asked my guys to cross over to the other side of the junction. So that was what happened. Yesterday, between the hours of 11 and 10, they came, assaulted us, beat myself, and 2 of my guys tried to interfere. They were also beaten. One sustained an injury on his ankle. Another was hit on his neck and arm. myself, I sustained injury on my face. I mean, swellings on my face, swelling on my right arm, and then pain in my right rib as well. That all took place yesterday. So afterwards, I was able to go to the hospital. I was taken care of, and this morning I'm at the East Legon police station, formally lodging my complaint with the doctor's report.
Abusan for Kingsley dear and yakwakotie dear banner na when you na ekoso no and a Shatta Wale nso your friend so no so emeka nsem na Shatta dear say na nsen no bibi ebekọ boni bia no ekokra ewo ne dim na nsa ne betesi Shatta dear nim no na mekai mo biem se Dr. Amuzo da so eje mema efri enimgu asem obema no na afan ketekete onkwamon na wo fom yare ben na etete ni peduan koko fa number ne wo screen no so fe Dr. Amuzo Ghana ha say de obehu na kira kwan ewo baabia na nso ekoje wayaresa abrɛ fresh Shatta Wale ye bisa na sem no na ndie enye easy cry chese ni buofu se Ghana de asemba bia na omobo Shatta Wale dimbone ono so ekire mu se ono de na nka open asomdwem na opeso hu contractor no ne nkasa se adenti na me office kwan masen block no mo nso amonyeye na kwan ba akode de bia moye na nso emse contractor no wanfi no na ka kire no boys ni se omonye adwuma no no so kofa no boys by se omo me stop omo yenti ni nsem mu emra na me ba edos.
You see, before I would say anything, one, I just want us to desist from that. When matters happen, people don't call people to verify, especially the media. Then you put out certain publications that will make people panic in Ghana. I've been in America and they said I have kidney whilst I went for a vacation. I'm in Ghana too. Something has happened. Nobody has ever called my office. But what bloggers are putting out is what people are listening to. And I'm still getting pissed about this thing. Andy, this is a serious matter I'm about to talk about. This thing happened yesterday in front of my junkie. I'm talking about this thing. I can't even take my time anymore. I'm fucking fed up with Ghana. I'm fucking fed up with the negative news. Everything is Shatta Wale. Because I'm tired. Every negative news is Shatta Wale. Because my Jimmy, I've bought a house for 4 years. Every day I see them coming to town. The same road that there's a car on the road.
Shatta Wale etwa so e kan sem bebre na nsem no chirim say no Ghana or kwagin area and I say area nti we bibi dia mo ma ne atage ne say we nipa boni ni na sasa na ekodia ene say we Ghana Satan ebufo ni de na ewosro ye park kan sem pi na say the contractor ne kan no kra bia enim so mo bo no ene bibisa na emum asomdwe no ena na ope yenti eno so emra.
I went to my office and I saw that they blocked the way to my office doing construction. And I asked them, who is your boss? But Charlie Chairman, come on, and you, because we are working as citizens to all raise the flag of Ghana high. So the mobile area, I'm block your office. No area, no mana. And what the thing you are even doing on the road, no. But ma, more your road way from 19 degree quota to quota to me road do for years now. I've not seen even gravel on it. I don't know where. And I got it. Oh, the media on boss. Oh, on boss. And I'm told them we mentioned. So on Monday, which was yesterday, I was going to my office with my driver, and I saw them block the main road to my office. This time it wasn't a junction to my office. So I got down from the car. I got down from my car and asked that who is in charge here? But why have they blocked the road and still they're putting quota on the same quota road? And this thing we have been seeing it from contractors. The road has been started already. We are putting another quota on it. So when I was talking, and I was like, so the young boy who can Ghana contractors, they are moving here. Don't do this work for it to be politicized, because there is on that place that what area mostly you guys have to do, and that's how and make me quick animal. I was talking to the workers. Guy be on it now. Make Casano Andy. Guy say, Charlie, forget that. Make work. Okay, I'm boys. So and then he no Kasa.
And some no dear also nansa na mekom no na mekai mo biem te ladder transport app no download ya for phone ko Play Store and as App Store na ko download ubia na sign up na uye obi nso a wo ka e wo honom na opese onfa nya adwuma na be ladder driver nso a obetumi a download app no na no so wotumi e de ya adwuma se de be abenya kakrawa e de efrem ladder na omodo obekọ aba asomdwem Shatta Wale etwan nsem no so na woka bibi se we no eye omonte ase se wokun agin area na se mpone mapa woye e de abon area free se mahama baaye wa mehwe na nado so baaye wonye hwe na se no omfa ne se e ade bone e na waye dia omfa ne ko police station no no ankasa kra no o chirem so videos bi ho ma o twen se company no ebe siw na wie no so e de ababonten yenkotie ne nsem no emra.
So we went there, Andy. When we went to the place, this contractor took me and told the boy that he should come and apologize so they can come and do my road. That was how this thing ended. There was policemen there. If I did anything wrong, I should be arrested. Nobody's above the law in Ghana. So if I've done this for my area, if I fought for my people in my area that we can get a good road, my yard is money. Makobubi. Ghana Okatano. Or John say, me boy to speak on motorbike more. It means we are mad. But if people spread news like this to the public, you see Shatta Wale, I will forever be a Ghanaian Satan. I'm telling everybody today. Because if I do good things, I'm doing good things for myself and it's working in my life. But if people will take negative news as part of their life to push me like this, let's continue. Ghana will be solved. People speak negative news about me, then police will think that Shatta Wale is about the law. Then, no, what kind of nonsense is this? Myself, I have a video that I took on my phone. Oh. I'm ready to even take it to the police. I'm just waiting for them to come and tie my road because that was the agreement the contractor made with me. That was that. So if somebody's on radio and he's just speaking anyhow, you should know that they are lost. And then, no, I'm saying, what do you want to say? Who bought radio to soup the chance? What do you want to say? Nobody, I don't know who the time I started taking videos, people in my voice wanted them to tell them to stop their work because I said I wanted to meet the contractor. Only when the contractor came to me, he said they were coming to fix my road this morning, but he called me. He showed me my number on his phone. Oh, he was calling this one, but we should go to. And they have a video that I was sitting on a motorbike again with the worker's hat on. When the contractor came to me, I have a video that we took with the contractor himself on a motorbike with my motorbike boys. So there's nothing has happened that Shatta Wale has gone above the law. I was just trying to help the government for us to all help ourselves. Because people are complaining about Akufo-Addo. Mahama too much in this Ghana. It's too much. Akufo-Addo and Mahama has not done anything. It's us the citizens. We can't talk. We can't talk.
Ebusan for Shatta Wale nsem no eno no na biem esan wo honum biem ansa na kra no waso anware mfie so na pesa onware akọ www.ourunion.com cause our website no so abenya oba na se be ma ya tsinya misro kwan so na nyesa Africa ni be ma na so oba nkwan wiase fa na ba bia so ye Asia ni Black America oba bia opebia no nsa beka ewo honum tiko honum na so ekoje wo hokani na Shatta ewie ni nsem no na eyebufu sem between no ne Kingsland na enya sam keta wo chim se wono de nsem na wabeka to no so no enye no krabia na nsem no kan ni nyina so wonyi ntumo no de obekoso a apre aman area se ne mapanko mo de begu akwam ewo honom na enye ezia bufo no de na ano eden Shatta Wale ni buafu enna ye ni etia yenkotie we emra.
It wasn't any violent thing that we created there. Stop the work because that is my area. That is where I stay. Ali, do you know when rain falls? Do you know how much water comes into my house? So I went to stop them. That they should let me take their contractor. That's all. So that we can have a better agreement because they are in the area. What this case is in this. But I've already told them when I came, Andy, the story I'm telling you, you don't understand. When I came the first time, I asked that who was in charge of this place. And I was telling them that sometimes they shouldn't do blah, 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 blah. The guy that I think was in charge said, hey, come on, do the work. Don't mind this guy. Do the work. I said, oh, but man, you are telling me, I didn't talk to you. They tell me, say, make you do my work. That was why I came back with the boys. Because if he had spoken to me like a human being, I would have waited for the contract. But this guy was speaking to me like I was nobody. What I'm saying, don't you get Andy? Sometimes you're already saying yes, you was cacao.
No. Oh, don't please don't use those words. Don't. These are unprintable words. Don't say that because you must be clear. When you were speaking, you were so much angry, going on and on and on. Please,
Andy. When I'm talking, listen to me. You see
what makes you think I'm not listening to you?
You see. So that's why I'm saying that.
It's so obvious that he's flawed in all his statements. And he doesn't know even the technicalities involved in asphalt overlay. As the name suggests, overlay, asphalt overlay. Overlays are normally done already surface.
I don't need this nonsense education on radio.
Please keep quiet as I speak. Thank you very much. I would appreciate that respect.
Ebusan for say and some no nyina eno no we akane de na Shatta Wale nso akane de nti say no still na Ghana for bin adwen yom na say yehu de yenyi we si ebo no we si maamo no na me pesem ne nkasa asumbe na so nyina mu no ye de ani edi a chese say akoya police case no foforo bi aba ho a ye be san so e de abramo me de ene ka chire na akwesa makram.
Download Ladder Driver now. Ladder, your safest ride to your destination. Improve your life with Ladder Driver. Drive Ladder, live better. Download Ladder Driver now. Ladder, we drive you safely.